Welcome back to Up North at 4. Joining us now is Adriane and Ken from Minocqua Winter Park. An extremely busy weekend for you folks over at the park. Adriane, what is all happening in the next few days over there?
So there are several races happening this weekend, both on Saturday and Sunday, starting with the CXC Youth Cup Championship races. And then we will have Loopy Loppet and Beat the Bunny.
Okay.
So what is this exactly? Is this cross-country skiing? Did I hear that right?
Yes, it's cross-country skiing. Minocqua Winter Park is known for its cross-country skiing and pristinely groomed trails.
Yeah. Well, Ken, you are kind of the brains behind the operation when it comes to the Youth Cup race that's happening on Saturday. And from what I've been told, this is a very competitive event. Is that correct?
I would say it has the elements of that, except you're dealing with youngsters. So the first oldest class are called U14. So kind of that 12 to 13-year-old group, and then they go down 2-year increments down from that, U12, U10, U8. So at some point, the kids may have a competitive streak, and they accrue points throughout the season. This is the concluding championship over, I think it's 6 races that were held, and they were all the way from Minneapolis area to Houghton, Michigan. You know, they've gone to, it's kind of an attachment to another series that's called the Junior Cup. The Junior Cup then is a step that leads high school skiers primarily to a trip that will go toward Fairbanks, Alaska.
Oh, okay.
So these kids are a step below that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this age range? What's the minimum, what's the maximum that you could actually do this event?
Well, for the Youth Cup, you know, that U8 would be something, you know, 6-year-old, something like that. And then 13 would be the maximum on the upper end. And so these kids are, the U14s, the 13-year-olds, they'll have a handful that are named to what's called the Dream Camp. And the Dream Camp will be held in Marquette, Michigan this summer. And it basically is an opportunity for them to be with coaches and train in an Olympic training center, which Marquette is. So it's, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, too, because Minocqua Winter Park has a connection to a few Olympic skiers, I guess, if you will, over the past few years. So there's a lot of talent to be found. Isn't that right, Adriane?
Yes, and Ken would be the one to ask about that since he was the Lakeland Nordic ski team coach and has coached
31 years.
31 years. And,
You've seen quite a lot, is what I'm
just
hearing.
recently, Kevin Bolger.
Yep.
Hometown hero, and yeah, we are a wonderful place to come and learn how to cross-country ski, fine-tune your cross-country skiing, and just play on the 85 kilometers that we have of trails for skiing and snowshoeing.
Perfect. Okay. So obviously, the connection's there, Ken, and I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of kids are seeing, you know, Kevin there, he's on the Olympics. That's got to be, do you notice that between, like, when the younger crowd comes to Minocqua Winter Park, that they're like, I want to be just like that guy? Is that a thing you've noticed before?
I think there's an element there.
Yeah.
They know that it started at that point. You know, they've got Kevin's picture up in the chalet, and there's also a long history of Lakeland having state champions, and some of them went to ski in college, and not many make that Olympic level.
Right.
But you know, still a proud history that we've had. And a lot of it's based on the fact that we have a wonderful facility and good cooperation with Winter Park. So I'm no longer coaching. There's probably been 3 coaches since I retired, and they've all really had good dynamics. Being able to use the park as a training facility is a tremendous asset.
Perfect. All right. Well, we got other events going on. We're going to take a break, though, and Up North at 4. We're going to talk about those when we come back, so stick with us. Welcome back to Up North at 4. We're joined by Adriane and Ken with Minocqua Winter Park. The huge weekend slate. We just got done chatting about the Youth Cup, which is getting underway on Saturday. But of course, that's not the only thing happening. It's Loopy Loppet, Beat the Bunny races, and I'm sure people are going, what the heck is Loopy Loppet? Adriane, what else is going on this weekend up at the
So
park?
it's one big loopy fest, if you ask me.
Indeed.
But, yeah, so Loopy Lapid is open for all ages. Primarily, high school ski teams will register, but it is open for anybody to come, throw on a costume, go for a 2+ kilometers, no, excuse me, a 6K and a 12K route of your choice.
Yep.
And then there'll be a costume contest afterwards, as well as scavenger hunts around the park. We're going to do a frisbee golf at intersections, at trails, on your skis. We'll have the ice skating pond open as well. There are free skates available for people to use. It'll be one big festival. And then at 2 o'clock, our infamous Beat the Bunny will be happening, and that is for littles.
Okay.
Elementary-aged kids, maybe up to 10 years old, and their goal is to beat the bunnies. That would be 3 bunnies skiing what's called base loop, which is just over 2 kilometers, and they try to beat those bunnies around the loop on skis.
All
Okay,
right.
that does sound interesting. My parents are actually coming to visit this weekend. We might come check it out if we get an opportunity to. If anyone wants to find some more information about this, where can they look this up?
Yes, the best place to look up information is MinocquaWinterPark.org. You can also email us at info@MinocquaWinterPark.org.
Okay. So I know you said Beat the Bunny is for the little kids. I'm not a little kid, but I have never cross-country skied. So, like, Ken, could I get out here and you could teach me up? I mean, this is your expertise here, right? I got to beat these bunnies.
We had a talk earlier that you had a little bit of an alpine background, and that always helps. You know, when you get the glide and get the feel for that going down, that's a big part of it. And then we got to teach you the flats and the ups, and it can happen. I think there's something in your future to look forward to.
I got some
The
skis
flats
at the bar.
and the ups? You're throwing terms at me now. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I got some skis for you, so
Oh,
you're
you
good.
do? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're
So
okay.
Okay, good.
we've got the baseline here, Ken. I think we could do something really good here. All right. And so obviously people are invited to come check it out and even just watch, even if they're not participating or they don't have a kid who'd come ski. This is just a fun place to be around, right? So definitely we're looking forward to this weekend, and hopefully we can have you guys on this same couch again next year talking about this again. Does that sound like a plan?
Love to.
And if you need skis, there's also the Minocqua Winter Park ski shop that rent skis.
They're right there.
They're right there, and they offer lessons for anybody.
And the weather will be nice too.
That might be right up my alley. Well, thank you both so much for coming on to chat with us today. We are going to take a break here on Up North at 4. Buffy is in next. Stick with us.
Come in.